building RSS right into a new version of Safari for Tiger called RSS. Safari RSS. We're building it right into Tiger. It supports RSS and Atom protocols. It automatically detects RSS offerings. So if you're on a site and there's an RSS feed, it'll tell you like that and you can go check it out. We also have a personal clipping service. Wouldn't it be great if you could look at tons of RSS feeds together and search for a particular topic that you're interested in, and it could aggregate all the results in one easy-to-view place? That's what the personal clipping service of Safari RSS does. And you can store queries as bookmarks. So you can go back and check these things again and again and again. So let me go ahead and show this to you. Safari RSS. Okay. Let's bring out Safari. And here is the Safari we know and love. And I'm on the Apple website. I'm going to go to Hot News right now. And when I go to Hot News, you'll see this icon up here pop up, this RSS icon that tells me, hey, this site offers an RSS feed. When I push the button, there's the RSS feed. So I can look at it as a website. I can look at it as an RSS feed. And again, I can just pick a story if I want to. I can go over here and look at the article length. I can get the article length to be whatever I want. I can sort by date, or title of the article, or source of the article. In this case, they're all from one place. And I can just pick an article, like iChat at 35,000 feet. I don't know if you've seen this, but somebody brought up a PowerBook using Airport on a plane at 35,000 feet, one of these new planes. It was a Lufthansa flight from San Francisco to Munich that's got this new high-speed internet connection. So at 35,000 feet and inside the plane using Airport, they were doing a video conference, the first one we think in the world. That's pretty cool. But again, here we are looking at the Apple Hot News site a different way, as an RSS feed. So let's go now to the New York Times. Again, here's the New York Times today. We know how to look at it as a web page, but again, an RSS feed. Here's the New York Times site as a RSS feed. There we go, and there's all the stories right here. And that's pretty cool. Now we can also, even iTunes has an RSS feed. We can go to iTunes and see the top 10 songs at any time. Very easy. You can select a song, pick one, and it takes you right to iTunes and you can play it. Very, very easy stuff. Now, it gets interesting because you can group feeds together. So I can say here, this is about tech right here, and I can go to any one of these sites that has an RSS feed, or I can open in tabs, and boom. I've got all of these RSS feeds now at my disposal on tabs. And this is pretty cool. But there's something even cooler. And let me show you what that is. Let me go ahead and put these tabs away. I can go up to the search field. We've added a new search field in here next to Google called RSS. So let me go search something. I'm going to search iPod and BMW in Google, and I get some results. The problem is that Google's searching 1 billion websites, and they can't do it in a few days. It takes them several days to scrape all these websites. They certainly can't do it in an hour to give me up-to-the-minute news. And that's where these RSS feeds come in. They're really up to the second. And so now let me go over to the RSS feed, and I type in the same query, iPod BMW, and now I am searching a whole bunch of RSS sites, and it's aggregating them all together. And I found 11 articles here on iPod plus BMW. I did another search just last night on Cheney. Found a whole bunch, 37 articles on Cheney. A lot of the F-word articles that I can't go into. So this is how easy it is to use Safari RSS. Just go type something in and boom, it blasts out over whatever RSS sites you have in your bookmarks or whatever there are out on the web and finds you these articles on just about anything you can type in. You can search them. Yes, well, most of these are this week here. No, I guess they're all today. Pretty cool. Safari RSS. Again, integrated right into Safari. All the protocols, the RSS and Atom protocols, alert you when you have an RSS feed. I think the personal clipping service is going to be my favorite, to just be able to type something in and boom, get every article there is out there up to the minute. And to be able to store those things right as bookmarks, so you can just hit them if you want to look at a variety of things every day. Just boom, hit one button. And boom, see the RSS site, search a bunch of RSS sites. We think this is going to be really big. Safari RSS. Okay. Next up, a technology. A new technology built into Tiger called Core Image. Now, what's Core Image about? Well, we started off with Mac OS X building in an audio technology that we heard about earlier called Core Audio. This was taking professional quality audio and building it into the heart of the OS, where we could get super high performance, super low latency, and providing a really clean set of APIs for developers to build amazing apps on top of, and saving them tons and tons of time. And we've seen what's happened in the last few years with Core Audio. It's been huge. Well, in Tiger, we are introducing the same thing for image processing called Core Image, and the same thing for video called Core Video. And this stuff is really, really hot. So we're going to look at Core Image and Core Video today. Now, the thing that probably makes them the hottest is that we are not doing the image processing and the video processing in the CPU. We're doing it in the graphics processor. CPUs, as we talked about earlier, are flattening out in their performance ramp over time. But GPUs are crashing right through Moore's Law. They are getting incredibly high performance. And so we are actually doing the processing, the image processing for this stuff inside the graphics processing unit. And Core Image and Core Video get it in there and get it out all automatically for you very efficiently. These calculations are all done with floating point precision. So you do not have to worry about precision anymore. You do not have to worry when you stack a bunch of effects or filters on top of each other that you're losing precision, because everything is done with floating point precision. A lot of real-time filters. The performance is so high that most of these filters work in real time, and we are going to be supplying over 100 professional quality filters in Tiger for Core Image. And just like we have audio units for people to extend this, we have image units and in Tiger video units for you to extend this in any way you want. We think this is going to be very, very strong. And this is the same technology that's used in the app Motion that we introduced at NAB not very long ago, that's got the video world just dropping their jaw. And it's going to be available to you to write whatever apps you want, just like Core Audio. So Core Image and Core Video, I'd like to invite Phil Schiller, our Senior Vice President of Worldwide Product Marketing, up, and he's going to give us a demo of Core Image and Core Video. Thanks, Phil.
Sure. Hi, Steve. Well, good morning, everyone. I can't think of a more exciting thing to get to demo. I'll tell you, this is some of the most advanced technology I've ever had the pleasure to play with. So we thought hard about how to demonstrate this to you all, and particularly in a way that really shows you what you're going to be able to do in your own applications. So we created a fun little demonstration application and called it Funhouse. Now this little app called Funhouse does two simple things. It brings up a photo, in this case appropriately a tiger, and it brings up an inspector floating above it that gives us access to some of these over 100 professional quality floating point effects. And so I'm just going to take this first one right here, show you how some of them work. It's pre-selected its sepia tone. I'll just drag the slider and affect a parameter on it, and in real time I'm playing with sepia tone. And there's a lot of effects and filters here that you'll want to use inside your own applications. Here's just, again, just some of them. Let me pull up some standard color controls. Those are now built in. You can have these in all your applications. Play with saturation, or brightness and contrast, all built in. And really powerful filters. Like, for example, a lot of customers like to have a Gaussian blur in their software applications. Now you can have one in yours without having to do any of the hard work. We've done it for you. Real-time, beautiful, smooth effects. And it's not just 2D effects. There's 3D effects in here as well. Let me bring up a bump distortion and drag that out. Look at that, real-time, fluid, incredible performance. And again, there are parameters that you can create in interfaces for your customers. Let me give it a nice big nose, or make this the smartest tiger you ever met. It's incredibly powerful. Let me bring up one other 3D one. This is just remarkable. It's a glass distortion. Gives a nice wet effect. And again, this is calculating refraction through a height. So I can play with that height as one of the parameters and adjust how glass I want it to be. I can also move it around in real time. Look at that. You're seeing well over 1 billion floating point calculations per second happening on this image. Well, we told you there are filters. There's also transitions, which are, of course, filters over time. Let me bring one of those up, a standard wipe. We're going to see a bunch of settings you can have there. I'm just going to click play and wipe from one image to the next. Beautiful, professional quality wipes. Let me go back. Let me try another one. Bring back our tiger. This time, let me do a ripple. Again, I said transitions are really effects over time. Let me take a time slider, bring it forward a little bit. There's the ripple. Let me